The 15 most bizarre Pokemon Go conspiracy theories and urban legends. If you are brand new to our channel, we invite you to take a moment to subscribe. Just click on the lit red button as well as the gray bell. Why the bell? Well, it will let you know every time we post a new video. 1. The game only exists for government surveillance. The final and most believable conspiracy theory related to Pokemon Go is about the game's use of our personal data. Many believe that the government is using the game to get past data mining contingencies placed on them by the Patriot Act. Since the game connects to our camera and Niantic owns all of the images that are captured, it is completely possible that they are saving every image that is filtered through Pokemon Go databanks. Also, when the app was first launched, if we signed into our Pokemon Go account, we gave full authorization to all of our Google accounts, which caused much alarm. The last huge eyebrow raiser is that the Pokemon Go terms of service are quite liberal when it comes to handing over our private information to police and law enforcement. This is a conspiracy theory that has been neither proven nor shown to be false, but from these few facts it seems completely believable. 2. Mobile carriers are behind the game so that people will suck up their data. One of the more financially driven rumors about Pokemon Go is that the game was thought up by mobile carriers in a conspiracy to siphon all of our data for the month. In fact, a month after the game's release, the T-Mobile US Incorporated chief executive tweeted that after the release of Pokemon Go, data usage in T-Mobile plans had quadrupled. There was also a surge of fans of the mobile game that took to Twitter to complain that they were out of data and couldn't play Pokemon Go. Since the game gets us outside and walking around, it's obvious that we're moving around too much to stay on Wi-Fi, and obviously have to use our data when playing Pokemon Go out of the house. Although we're positive that mobile carriers weren't at the helm of launching Pokemon Go, it's a fact they aren't mad when mobile data quadruples. Although Pokemon Go was creating for marketing purposes, we're pretty sure those marketing minds are placed by mobile carriers. 3. Pokemon Go was created through an alliance between the US and Japan. There has been quite a bit of Pokemon Go controversy in China, which has led to countless weird conspiracy theories surrounding the game. Chinese authorities are worried that employees in sensitive areas will play the game and inadvertently leak secrets from these facilities. Going even farther into these controversies, some Chinese are convinced that Pokemon Go is only infiltrating their country out of a conspiracy surrounding the United States and Japan. These Chinese conspiracy theorists believe that these two countries are placing Pokemon in secured areas in hopes of capturing pictures of these places. For example, some rare Pokemon showed up on a Chinese military base. The bloggers and other small factions that have barreled down this train of thought believe that if Japan and the United States can easily target missiles with this valuable gathered information, the factual basis for this information is unknown, but we're pretty sure that China is paranoid by the Japanese-American game gaining so much popularity. 4. There was a traffic loop when a man saw a Pikachu. This is another urban legend that is circulating quickly after the release of Pokemon Go, that a man was driving down the interstate illegally playing the game when he saw a Pikachu and literally stopped in the middle of the highway. Obviously, if someone stops on the interstate, there is likely to be an accident, which is exactly how the story goes. The man caused a huge pileup on the highway because of the game. This is yet another Pokemon Go story that originated on common fake news source Cartel Press, and it is 100% false. There was no pileup related to drivers playing Pokemon Go, and the photo from the news story was actually taken from a completely unrelated freeway pileup. The photo was of a pileup in Denver that took place in 2014, before Pokemon Go was even in the making. This was an urban legend fabricated for click value more than truth. 5. The United States is going to ban Pokemon Go entirely. In late August of 2016, a news article was first posted on that viral feed that scared Americans into thinking that the federal government was going to completely ban Pokemon Go. The story stated that there had been too much hacking activity using the altered reality game and that they were going to have to completely shut it down. This rumor might have stemmed from Niantic, the creators of Pokemon Go, receiving a letter from the House of Representatives Committee on Energy and Commerce a month or so after launching the game. But the letter had nothing to do with what was reported on the viral feed. It just went over the data usage and privacy information attached to the game. After nothing happened regarding the federal shutdown of the beloved mobile game, lots of hoax hunters tried to figure out if it was real or not. Turns out the major promotion regarding this conspiracy theory was by fame seekers that don't rely too much on truth before reposting. 6. Michelle Obama is entirely behind Pokemon Go. As part of her First Lady duties, Michelle Obama started the Let's Move initiative in 2010 with a goal to decrease childhood obesity 5% by the year 2030. Aside from the main goal of getting American children more fit, the Let's Move program was focused locally on 5 tasks. They aim to create a healthy start for children, increase physical activity, empowering parents and caregivers, providing healthy foods in schools, and improving access to both healthy and affordable foods. Many of the early defenders of Pokemon Go argued that the game got kids to finally get outside and start moving. That is why there have been theories revolving around the First Lady working with creators on Pokemon Go. Since the game is more so launched towards marketing, we are pretty sure this one is simply a farce. Although Mrs. Obama is surely excited about how active Pokemon Go is making children, it's a little bit of a reach to think that she's entirely behind it. 7. One woman found a dead body while hunting water Pokemon. 19-year-old Shayla Wiggins woke up one morning on a mission to catch water Pokemon, so she decided to go for a walk in her town of Riverton, Wyoming. While walking by the river, Wiggins ran into what looked like a man's body floating face down in the water. She was right, the body of a deceased unidentified male was floating by her as she went to catch a water Pokemon. The late teen called the police, who immediately drove out to retrieve the body. Luckily, there was no foul play afoot, and it seems that the man fell in the water accidentally and drowned. Police found that the man probably entered the water at almost the exact point where he was found. Other players have done things like unknowingly bump into people and things, which incited small cuts and bruises here and there. But the story of Shayla Wiggins remains the most intense find yet. 8. Niantic built the game to get people to walk into retail stores. The first altered reality game put out by Niantic was intended to draw business into local companies and retail spots. Before releasing Pokemon Go, they put out another altered reality game called Ingress that was developed while Niantic was still owned by Google. The goal of Ingress was to draw mobile gamers to a business using the gameplay. Ingress launched 3 years ago in 2013, but had little success in events and usership. 2 years later, in the late summer of 2015, Niantic split from Google with all data to be transferred to Niantic just 1 month later. A year after going solo, Niantic dropped Pokemon Go, which essentially has the same baiting plan as Ingress to draw advertisers in just as quickly as mobile downloads. Basically, this is a very plausible conspiracy theory, but it would probably be more of a data mining game if Niantic hadn't split from Google a year ago.